What if the body could exist without the need for food? Imagine a man, not bound by the constant demands of hunger, who survives, thrives, without a single meal for decades. It sounds like the stuff of legends, doesn't it? A tale too fantastical to believe, a myth clung to by mystics and dreamers of the impossible. And yet, stories like these have been whispered for centuries, from ancient sages to modern-day mystics, each of whom claims to have witnessed or even experienced this extraordinary feat. The truth behind these stories might be more than mere fantasy. It could be a gateway to unlocking profound truths about the nature of existence, consciousness, and our relationship with the material world. In this video, we will explore the incredible tale of a man who lived without eating for decades. This story is not only one of survival, but a deep dive into esoteric wisdom that challenges everything we think we know about the human body, mind, and spirit. How is it possible? What is the hidden knowledge that allows such a feat to be achieved? And what ancient teachings might be concealed within this mystery? This journey will take us beyond the surface of science and physiology into the realm of the mystical and the metaphysical. We will uncover forgotten philosophies, explore powerful spiritual practices, and attempt to understand what it means to transcend the limitations of the physical body. Through the story of this remarkable man, we will examine how the mind, when attuned to higher frequencies, can wield immense power over the body. Prepare yourself for a transformative experience. As we dive into the unknown, we will unravel not only the story of this man, but also the ancient wisdom that could help you tap into the deeper potential of your own being. To understand the extraordinary nature of a man living without food for decades, we must first look to the ancient teachings that explore the limits of human potential. Across cultures and spiritual traditions, there has been a deep-seated belief in the power of the mind and spirit to influence and even transcend the physical body. These teachings tell of sages, mystics, and enlightened beings who achieved remarkable feats that defied the known laws of nature. Feats such as fasting for years, living without food or water, and even defying the effects of aging. The story of the man who lived without eating is just one of many that stretch the boundaries of what we consider possible. In the East, particularly within Hinduism and Buddhism, the idea of fasting, or rather, living without the need for physical sustenance, has long been intertwined with spiritual enlightenment. The concept of tapas in Hindu philosophy refers to a form of inner heat, a burning desire for truth, which is said to sustain the body and mind in ways that transcend the ordinary. The ascetics who practice tapas believe that through meditation, focused will, and detachment from material needs, they can access higher states of consciousness and, in some cases, live without food. The practice of pranayama in yogic traditions also hints at the body's potential to exist without food. Pranayama, the control of life energy, is believed to regulate not just the breath, but also the flow of vital energy, prana, within the body. Through techniques such as breath retention, practitioners claim to nourish their bodies from within, drawing on the unseen energies that sustain life. Some even claim that through mastery of pranayama, one could survive without the need for physical sustenance, relying entirely on the prana that flows through the universe. In the West, too, there are historical accounts of individuals who achieved extraordinary feats of endurance without food. One of the most famous is the tale of Saint Simeon Stylites, a Christian ascetic from the 5th century, who spent over 37 years living on top of a pillar in the Syrian desert. While Simeon did eat on occasion, his extreme lifestyle and dedication to spiritual practice were seen as a demonstration of divine strength, a testament to the power of the spirit over the body's desires. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of these stories is not their individual details, but the common thread that runs through them. The idea that the human being is far more than a mere physical body. In many esoteric traditions, the body is seen as a vessel, a temporary shell housing a divine essence, which can be trained, purified, and awakened to unlock hidden powers. The stories of these extraordinary feats are not simply records of isolated oddities, but expressions of a deep spiritual understanding that the true potential of humanity lies not in the physical, but in the unseen realms of consciousness and energy. This brings us to the modern-day mystery of the man who lived without eating. Is it possible that he tapped into the same ancient wisdom and techniques that sages, mystics, and saints have explored for millennia? Could this man have mastered the art of living on energy alone, drawing on the profound truths hidden within these ancient practices? To answer these questions, we must delve deeper into the nature of fasting, the body's energetic systems, and the untapped potential of the human spirit. At the heart of the story of the man who lived without food lies a fundamental question. How is it possible for the human body to survive without sustenance? The answer is rooted in esoteric principles that go beyond conventional biology. To understand how this could be possible, we must first explore the concept of vital energy, the unseen force that sustains all life. In many ancient traditions, the belief in an invisible life force permeates every aspect of existence. In China, this force is known as qi or qi. In India, it is called prana, and in ancient Egypt, it was referred to as the K. These life forces are believed to flow through every living being, and when harnessed, they can sustain the body in ways that traditional food and water cannot. But what exactly is this force, and how can one tap into it? In esoteric thought, the physical body is viewed as an intricate system designed to channel this energy. While the body requires food to sustain the physical tissues, the spirit and mind draw sustenance from a much deeper, more ethereal source. According to these teachings, the human body is not just a physical entity, but also an energetic one. And when the mind aligns itself with higher frequencies, it can tap into this energy to fuel itself. This concept is reflected in practices like breatharianism, where practitioners claim to live without food by consuming only air and sunlight, drawing nourishment from the energy around them. But how does one align themselves with such energy? The answer lies in the practices of meditation and mindfulness. Through these techniques, the individual can quiet the mind, attune the body to higher vibrational states, and learn to draw energy directly from the universe. Meditation, especially the kind that focuses on breathing or the cultivation of prana, helps to open channels of energy within the body. As these channels open, the energy can flow freely, nourishing the body from within. This is often described as the activation of the body's internal energy systems, similar to the concepts of meridians in Chinese medicine or the nadis in yogic tradition. Additionally, there is the idea of mental transmutation, a concept rooted in alchemical and esoteric teachings, which suggests that by focusing the mind with intense concentration, a person can transform one form of energy into another. In the case of the man who lived without eating, this mental transmutation could allow the body to convert ambient energy, air, or sunlight into the sustenance it would normally obtain through food. However, there is a deeper layer to consider. If the body is merely a vessel for the soul, then food and water may not be necessary for the soul's expression. In esoteric thought, food is often seen as a temporary means of nourishing the physical vessel, a tool for sustaining the illusion of separateness that the material world creates. But once the veil of separation is lifted, the soul can access a higher, purer state of existence, where the need for material nourishment fades away. The idea that a person can exist without food becomes less about defying the laws of nature and more about transcending the limitations of the material world. This is not to say that the journey is simple. To live without food requires an extraordinary level of discipline, a deep understanding of the body's energetic systems, and an unwavering commitment to spiritual practice. The path is not one that can be taken lightly. It requires the individual to transcend the grip of the physical senses and connect with the unseen forces that govern life. In the case of the man who lived without food, it is likely that he underwent rigorous training, both physically and mentally, to prepare his body for such an extraordinary feat. He may have spent years cultivating his internal energy, honing his ability to meditate deeply, and learning to control his mind's cravings for physical sustenance. His story is not just one of survival, but of mastery over the body and the mind, an achievement that reflects the ancient teachings of many spiritual traditions. As we continue to explore the remarkable possibility of surviving without food, it's essential to address some of the nuances and lesser-known aspects of this phenomenon. While the concept of living without food challenges conventional understanding, it is not entirely out of reach. To gain a deeper understanding, we must also examine the metaphysical laws and subtle energies that govern existence and how they interact with the human body. One significant factor to consider is the idea of spiritual alchemy, which speaks to the process of refining one's inner being. Just as alchemists sought to turn base metals into gold, the spiritual alchemist seeks to transmute the base desires and limitations of the physical body into a higher form of existence. This inner transmutation may allow the body to function on a completely different level, one where it no longer requires food as its primary source of energy. In this sense, living without food becomes symbolic of a profound inner transformation, an elevation of consciousness that transcends the material world. This idea also connects with the concept of light body activation found in various esoteric traditions. The light body is believed to be an energetic form that transcends the physical body and is composed of pure energy vibrating at a higher frequency. As a person awakens to their true spiritual nature, they activate this light body, which is said to be sustained by cosmic energy rather than physical food. Some believe that the moment this light body becomes fully activated, the physical body no longer requires food in the traditional sense. The individual enters a state of living purely on spiritual energy, existing beyond the confines of the material world. To understand this more fully, we must also consider the phenomenon of self-sustenance through cosmic energy, a concept that may be rooted in the ancient wisdom of sacred geometry. Sacred geometry, which permeates the structures of the universe, offers a key to understanding how the human body can align itself with the forces of nature. Everything in the universe is composed of energy, and this energy is organized according to geometrical patterns that govern life, creation, and even the very cells of our bodies. By attuning ourselves to these patterns, whether through meditation, visualization, or working with sacred symbols, we align our energetic fields with the flow of the universe. This alignment could allow an individual to draw directly from the energetic matrix of creation, nourishing the body in ways that go beyond the traditional means of food. Moreover, modern scientific research has explored some of these phenomena through the study of quantum energy and the nature of human consciousness. While the scientific community has largely dismissed claims of living without food, there have been some interesting studies suggesting that the human body might be able to tap into external sources of energy in ways that we have yet to fully comprehend. There are reports of individuals who claim to survive for extended periods without food, attributing their survival to the absorption of energy from sunlight or the environment. Though much of this remains speculative and unexplained, it does hint at the possibility that there is more to human existence than the physical processes we currently understand. The man who lived without food may have unlocked a hidden potential within the human body by aligning his consciousness with the energetic forces that govern life. By harnessing the power of the mind, the body can enter a state of energy conservation and transformation, enabling it to survive without the need for external nourishment. The key lies in the ability to consciously regulate one's energy flow, to tap into the deep well of vitality that exists within and around us. It's also worth noting that the ability to live without food is not just about transcending hunger, it is about transcending the illusion of separation between the self and the universe. Food, in its most basic form, is a material substance consumed to sustain the body. But the true sustenance of life comes from the soul's connection to the cosmic energy that flows through all things. By recognizing this connection and cultivating a deeper awareness of one's spiritual nature, a person may access the energetic resources needed to thrive without the physical limitations of food. In this context, the man who lived without eating is not simply a curious anomaly, but a living testament to the ancient wisdom that suggests the body and mind are far more than what we perceive them to be. His survival is a reflection of the potential hidden within every human being, a reminder that our true nature is not confined to the physical world, but is intimately connected to the boundless energies of the universe. Now that we've explored the metaphysical and philosophical layers surrounding the idea of living without food, let's turn our attention to practical steps and techniques that could help individuals begin to tap into the same energetic potential that enabled the man who lived without food to thrive. While living entirely without food is an extraordinary feat that requires years of dedication, there are practices anyone can adopt to start shifting their relationship with nourishment and begin harnessing the unseen forces that sustain us. 1. Breathwork and pranayama. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating energy from within is through the practice of breathwork, specifically pranayama, the art of controlling the life force through breath. Breathwork has been a cornerstone of many spiritual traditions, from yoga to shamanism, as it is believed to directly influence the flow of energy within the body. To begin, try this simple pranayama technique called nadi shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. This exercise helps to balance the energy channels within the body, clear mental blockages, and attune your being to the subtle flow of prana. Sit in a comfortable position with your spine straight. Close your right nostril with your right thumb and inhale deeply through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with your right ring finger and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale deeply through the right nostril, then close it with your right thumb and exhale through the left nostril. Repeat this cycle for at least 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on the flow of energy through your body. This practice opens the channels of energy within you, awakening the subtle body and helping you connect to the universal prana. Over time, as you deepen your practice, you may begin to feel a heightened sense of vitality, as though you are drawing energy from the very air around you. 2. Meditation and energy cultivation. Meditation is a powerful tool to deepen your connection to your inner energy and learn to channel it effectively. The key is to quiet the mind and enter into a state of heightened awareness, where you can consciously direct the flow of energy through your body. A particularly useful meditation for this purpose is the chakra meditation. By focusing on the energy centers, chakras, within the body, you can activate and balance your internal energy systems. Here's a simple guide. Find a quiet, comfortable space and close your eyes. Begin by taking deep, slow breaths, allowing your body to relax with each exhalation. Visualize a bright light at the base of your spine, where your root chakra resides. This light represents your life force. See it glowing brighter with every breath. As you continue to breathe deeply, slowly move your awareness upward, visualizing the light as it travels through each chakra, from the root to the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and finally the crown chakra. As the light reaches each chakra, visualize it growing brighter and more powerful, sending waves of energy throughout your entire being. This practice helps to awaken your energy centers, aligning them with higher frequencies and allowing you to tap into a limitless supply of cosmic energy. 3. Fasting and detoxification. While living without food indefinitely may not be practical for most, occasional fasting can help the body transition into a state of heightened energy and clarity. Fasting is not only a physical purification process, but also a mental and spiritual one. It allows you to detach from the constant cravings and distractions of the material world, making space for deeper awareness. Start with intermittent fasting, a practice where you limit your food intake to a specific window of time each day. For example, you may choose to eat only during an 8-hour window and fast for the remaining 16 hours. This practice helps the body reset its energy systems, promotes cellular regeneration, and can even trigger the production of autophagy, a process where the body cleanses itself of damaged cells. As you become accustomed to fasting, you can gradually extend the period, focusing not on food deprivation, but on increasing your awareness of your body's energy. You may begin to notice a shift in your relationship with hunger, realizing that the desire for food is often more psychological than physical. 4. Sunlight and natural elements. Another way to harness the universal energy that sustains us is through exposure to sunlight and the natural world. Just as plants photosynthesize, humans can absorb the life-giving energy of the sun through their skin, as well as through their eyes. In fact, some ancient cultures believed that sunlight could nourish the body in the same way food does. Spend time each day in nature, especially under the sun, allowing your body to absorb the powerful energy that flows from it. Sunbathing for 15 to 30 minutes daily can help recharge your energy, improve your mood, and activate your light body. Similarly, grounding or earthing, the practice of walking barefoot on natural earth, can help you reconnect to the subtle energies of the planet, further strengthening your energetic connection. 5. Mindfulness and energy awareness. The most important aspect of any spiritual or energy-based practice is mindfulness. Being aware of the energy you are cultivating, of the subtle shifts within your body and mind, allows you to tap into deeper levels of nourishment. The more conscious you become of the energy you are drawing in from the universe, the less reliant you will be on physical sustenance. Throughout the day, take moments to pause and check in with yourself. Are you feeling energized or drained? Are you connected to your breath and energy? Practice living in a constant state of awareness, observing your thoughts, feelings, and the flow of energy around you. As you cultivate a heightened awareness of energy and begin to practice these techniques, you may notice subtle shifts in your body's cravings and needs. Over time, you may find that you require less physical food and are nourished more fully by the energy around you. The journey of the man who lived without food for decades is a testament to the incredible potential within the human spirit and body. It is not merely a story of survival against the odds, but a profound expression of mastery over one's physical and energetic nature. What began as an impossible feat reveals itself to be a gateway to deeper, ancient wisdom, wisdom that transcends the material world and connects us to the unseen forces of the universe. Through our exploration of esoteric practices, we have uncovered a map to a higher state of being, a state where nourishment is not derived from food, but from the boundless energy that flows through all things. By attuning ourselves to the flow of cosmic energy through practices like pranayama, meditation, fasting, and connection with nature, we open the doors to a new way of living. It is a way that transcends the limitations of the physical body, empowering us to move beyond the conventional idea of survival and embrace our true potential as beings of light and energy. While the idea of living entirely without food may seem far-fetched to many, the core principles that sustain this phenomenon are universal. They remind us that we are more than our physical form, and that the key to unlocking a higher state of existence lies in reconnecting with the vital energies that permeate the cosmos. The man who lived without food was not an anomaly. He was a pioneer, a living example of what can be achieved when the body, mind, and spirit align with the forces of creation. As you reflect on the teachings of this story, consider how you can begin to apply these practices in your own life. How can you cultivate your own energy and align yourself with the cosmic flow? Remember that every small step you take towards increasing your awareness of your energy is a step toward deeper self-mastery and spiritual awakening. May the journey of the man who lived without food inspire you to look beyond the material world, to question the limitations you place on yourself, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that lie within. The power to transcend the ordinary is within each of us, waiting to be awakened.